Walmart is making major moves, the retail giant closing more than a dozen stores across the country. So now the big question is, if one of the world's biggest company needs to close stores, what does that say about the state of retail in the economy?
Sears was likely a big part of your retail shopping experience, but the legendary department store is about to close its very last location in Maryland.
Here's a surprising fact for you, Sears. A company that once employed more Americans than even the U.S. military now has just 11 stores left across the entire country. A company which once helped build the American middle class is now almost gone. And this isn't an isolated case. In the last year alone, major retail chains have announced more than 3,200 permanent store closures. These aren't temporary pandemic closures. These are permanent shutdowns of stores that were still making money and located in busy shopping areas. What's happening is a full-scale collapse of the physical retail industry. Here is the list below. Number 20, Walmart.
Doors are closing at the only two Portland Walmarts, and hundreds of customers are left finding a new place to shop.
Walmart, one of the most successful retail brands in history, is closing stores in 6 states, with California losing the most. These stores aren't closing due to poor sales. They're being forced to shut down because theft is so out of control. Number 19, Best Buy.
Some people will be saying goodbye to Best Buy. According to USA Today, the electronics retail giant says it's closing some of its stores. After closing 24 stores this year, the company says it plans to shut down 10 to 15 more stores next year.
Best Buy, which managed to survive Amazon's rise by offering better customer service, is also in trouble. It's closing 24 stores this year, with more planned next year. People don't upgrade electronics like they used to. Phones last longer, and items like TVs are now kept for many years. Number 18, Amazon. Even Amazon, the online giant that changed the way we shop, is shutting down its Amazon Fresh grocery stores in places like California and Virginia. If Amazon, with its vast resources and the best logistics in the world, can't make grocery stores profitable, it shows how tough the situation really is. Grocery stores already operate on razor-thin profit margins, and with theft rising by 25% in the last 2 years, many stores are losing money on every single customer. Number 17, 7-Eleven.
7-Eleven closing 444 underperforming stores across North America. The convenience store chain has more than 13,000 locations across the U.S., Canada, and Mexico. The company says the closures are because of slowing sales the past 6 months.
7-Eleven, known for being a convenient stop for quick purchases, is closing over 400 stores in North America. This signals a big change in consumer behavior. Online delivery services have become so common that people don't need to stop at convenience stores for last-minute items anymore. Number 16, Foot Locker.
Moving on here, Foot Locker plans to close 400 of its stores by 2026. These stores represent 10% of the sportswear company's sales. Foot Locker, Kids Foot Locker, and Champs Sports all fall under the shops that are getting cut.
Foot Locker is planning to shut over 400 stores by 2026. This reflects the end of traditional mall culture and the way sneaker shopping has shifted online. What used to be a social activity done in stores has now moved to apps, Instagram, and Discord groups. Number 15, Party City.
The party, unfortunately, is over for Party City. The company is closing all of its stores after nearly 40 years in business. CEO Barry Litwin told CNN today will be the last day of employment for corporate workers. Party City declared bankruptcy last year and was able to eliminate nearly $1 billion in debt.
Party City, a store once dedicated to party supplies, is shutting down every single location by February 2025. The entire chain is going out of business. These days, if people need party decorations, they simply order online. There's no longer a need for specialty party stores. Number 14, Kohl.
Department stores announced they are closing their doors. Macy's and Kohl's are going to be shutting down multiple locations across the Bay Area later this year.
Kohl's, once seen as a survivor in the department store space, is shutting down 27 stores that aren't doing well. Even with loyalty programs and other customer perks, it couldn't overcome the reality that people just don't shop for clothes in stores the way they used to. Number 13. Domino's. Even Domino's, one of the most popular pizza chains in the U.S., is closing up to 205 stores. The food delivery model that boomed during the pandemic is now starting to break down. Delivery costs have become too high, and many customers are unhappy with the added fees. Plus, alternatives like ghost kitchens and meal kits are starting to take over. Number 12. Forever 21.
Okay, now to this. Forever 21 closing its doors for good, at least in the U.S. All 354 U.S. locations are shut down following the company's bankruptcy filing earlier this year.
Forever 21 is the next big name to shrink. The fast fashion brand is closing up to 200 of its stores. This shows that fast fashion is in serious trouble. Cheap online retailers from China, like Shein and Temu, offer similar clothing at even lower prices, delivered right to your doorstep. With that kind of convenience, people don't see the point in going to the mall anymore. Number 11. Red Robin.
A popular restaurant chain is closing several locations by the end of this year. Red Robin's CEO announcing the company may close some 70 underperforming restaurants in the near future.
Red Robin is also being hit hard. They're shutting down up to 70 restaurants. The traditional sit-down burger joint no longer fits modern habits. Customers now prefer grabbing a high-quality burger quickly from places like Five Guys instead of waiting and paying more at a restaurant. Number 10. Denny's.
And Denny's, a popular place for so many people to have breakfast, is closing 150 restaurants in the next year or so. 50 will shut down by the end of this year, with another 100 diners set to go dark in 2025. That will leave about 1,400 locations across the country open.
Even Denny's, a diner chain known for being open 24/7, is shutting down 150 restaurants by 2025. The round-the-clock dining model is struggling to survive. Rising crime rates have made staying open overnight too risky and too expensive. Number 9. Joann Fabrics.
Joann Fabrics says it will shut down all of its fabric and craft stores. The decision comes after the chain filed for bankruptcy last month. The new owners of Joann Fabrics say they plan to close down operations and begin going out of business sales.
Joann Fabrics is another major loss. After filing for bankruptcy a second time, the company is shutting down all its remaining stores. This is a huge blow for people who sew or enjoy crafts. The hobby itself is fading as mass-produced goods and shifting interests pull younger generations away from traditional crafts. Number 8. Goodwill.
Goodwill is closing stores right here in the Bay Area, including one store and a warehouse in Oakland, as well as an office in San Francisco, leaving 90 people in all without a job.
Even Goodwill, known for offering affordable secondhand items, is closing stores, 13 in California alone. When even thrift stores can't stay open, it's clear that something is deeply wrong with retail economics. Donations have dropped in quality, and many valuable secondhand items are now sold on online platforms. Number 7. Tex-Mex. The Tex-Mex restaurant chain, On the Border, is also in trouble. After filing for bankruptcy, it shut nearly 1/3 of its 120 restaurants. Sit-down restaurants are being squeezed from both sides. Fast casual options offer better prices, and food delivery means people can now enjoy restaurant meals without leaving their homes. Number 6. Jack in the Box.
The first round of closures, which is projected to be about 80 to 100 stores, will close by the end of this year, with a total of 200 locations closing in the next 18 months.
Jack in the Box has also closed several locations after their stock took a major hit. Regional fast food chains are struggling to compete as the industry becomes more consolidated. Today, success in fast food depends on how quickly you can serve customers. And if your drive-through isn't fast enough, you lose money. Number 5. PNC Bank.
Pittsburgh's biggest bank will close 25 branches early next year.
According to the Pittsburgh Business Times, PNC announced the closures in 7 states.
PNC Bank is also closing many of its branches across several states. This is part of a broader trend. As digital banking becomes the norm, fewer people need to visit a physical bank. Only older customers and small businesses still rely on face-to-face services. Number 4. Torrid.
Women's clothing store chain is closing its doors in Sioux City later this month. Torrid is in the Southern Hills Mall in Sioux City. Workers at that store confirmed
The women's clothing brand. Torrid is closing up to 50 stores as part of a restructuring plan. Plus-size fashion has largely moved online. Online shopping gives customers more privacy, better variety, and avoids the stress of fitting rooms, something many women appreciate. Number 3. Kirkland. Kirkland's, a home decor brand, is shutting down underperforming stores while trying to rebrand using the name of Bed Bath & Beyond, which they recently acquired. The problem is, people are staying in their homes longer and aren't redecorating as often. Number 2. Smoky Bones. Smoky Bones, a barbecue restaurant chain, is closing at least 9 locations and converting about half of its remaining restaurants into Twin Peaks locations. Barbecue restaurants face unique challenges. The cooking requires costly equipment, skilled chefs, and a lot of time. But customers still expect to pay casual dining prices, not premium ones. Number 1. McDonald's.
Some of our colleagues noticed there used to be lots of McDonald's locations nearby. Check out all those golden arches. But one by one, you can see most have disappeared.
Even McDonald's faced a setback. They shut down 3 experimental coffee-focused outlets meant to rival Starbucks under a new brand called CosMC's. The concept failed before it even took off. Coffee shop-style restaurants are expensive to run because they need top-notch equipment, well-trained staff, and quality ingredients. But they can only charge standard cafe prices. For people who prepare for emergencies, these store closures are a warning sign. It's not just about losing places to shop. It's about losing the local systems we count on when things go wrong. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more such videos.